In this video I'm going to explain how we are going to use three electrical components for our circuits, which are the diodes, the LEDs and the relays. So the first one, the diode. A diode is an electrical component that only allows the flow of the electric current in a determinate way. It only works when the positive pole of the battery is connected to the back part of the arrow, while the negative pole is connected to the vertical line. So let's do an example. So we see that right now the diode is allowing the pass of the electric current, but if we do this same circuit but changing the position of the battery, and connecting the wires again, we see that now it doesn't allow the movement of electrons. So we are going to add a second diode in the opposite direction with a second light bulb, and it will allow the pass of the electrons in this way. Next, the next component, the LED, is similar to a diode, but it also emits light. Apart from that, it's mainly the same, but we have to be careful since diodes only allow an electric current of up to 2 volts, so we'll have to protect it with a resistance. So let's see some examples. We have to use a resistance of 500 ohms, or at least that's the resistance we will need if we use a 9 volts battery. So we can see that the low LED can work, while if we do the same but with the battery in the other way, it will be the upper one. We can also try to use a double two-way switch to control the flow of electrons like this. We are going to pick we will use this type of switch. So we see that right now in this position, the back part of this LED is connected to the positive pole, so it works, but if we press the switch, now it will be the lower LED, the one that will work. So that's the use of LEDs. And now we are going to go with relays. Relays are like a two-way switch, or in this case a double two-way switch, but they work, they change the position automatically when electricity passes through this part, through the box, which is like a resistance. So let's do some example. So right now the upper light bulb will shine, but if we press this push switch, electricity will go through the relay, so it will change the position and it will be the lower light bulb is the one that will work. We can also use the double the double relay and a system like this one. And we are going to make a relay that will change which LED will work in each case. Remember that we will have to also make all the circuit for the relay. So right now only this LED will work, but if we press this switch it will be the lower one. So that's the use for diodes, LEDs and relays.